Rise up, Rapids. How's it going? If you're watching this video, then hopefully that means you've taken a moment to celebrate some of the successes that we had at the sectional championships at the end of March in Christiansburg. We had a really great meet. I think you had a chance to see that and see all the great team records and the high placings we had and stuff. But there's a few stories and shout outs I'd like to give if you just got a couple minutes with me. We have a young lady named Lacey Kramer. Lacey came to us, gosh, it was probably not even 2 months ago, and she was just kind of looking. She had been out of shape a little bit because she had taken some time off. She had an injury, and she was looking to kind of get back into things. But she is obviously a very fast swimmer and had already qualified for the sectional championships. Normally, what you would do is you would spend the whole season training and getting in really great shape, and then you would end your season rested, ready to swim really fast at sectionals. Well, Lacey, after coming off of injury and time away from the sport, she was actually getting back to it. So she kind of flip-flopped it, went reverse order, and started her season with the biggest meet that this team has ever been to. And I got to say, she might be a little hard on herself at times. Lacey, you're too hard on yourself at times. But she did really awesome and swam really well and brought a lot of good energy to the team throughout the week. And I was very impressed. So Lacey, you got a lot of guts for going to sectionals after only being in the water 10 or 12 times after taking 6 months off. And I'm really excited to see what you're going to do the rest of the summer. We did have some really cool things happen over the weekend because it was a team travel trip. So instead of the parents going off on their own, in the swimmers going and staying with the parents, we actually traveled together in a couple of vehicles and had some really fun conversations, and we listened to music, and we just had some really cool things happen on the van ride that hopefully are going to make it memorable for a long time. I know myself having to sit in the driver's side with the van that's off having fun in the back. Somebody ends up sitting in the front with me and chatting with me and stuff, and I don't really get a chance to get to know some of our athletes even more intimately than before, and I just love it. So I hope you guys had a good time. Maybe we'll get to the point where we have to take a bus because we got so many swimmers qualified next time around. That would be awesome. Along those lines, I do want to give an extra thank you to Ken and Liz West. They're the parents of one of our senior swimmers, Miles West. They volunteered and went above and beyond to help us out throughout the weekend. Whether it was helping out with organizing things with the hotel or making sure that the things were helped out with dinner or getting a ride for a swimmer to the pool or something like that. And you guys were just awesome. So we just wanted to thank you guys again for being so helpful with the Rapid sectional team. We had a couple cool things that we had happen over the weekend that I'll share with you, and then you can go about your day and you don't have to listen to me talk anymore. But we did have a really cool relay, and I did write about this a little bit, but I thought it's fun to share the story. All season long, we've had some just really, really great relays, especially for a team that's just in their first season ever. But one relay in particular, our boys were very excited about all season, was the 200 free relay. And we've gotten some really good speed, and we've gotten some really good depth. So to make top four to be on this relay is really difficult. And the four boys we had, it was only four that went to the meet, and they just happened to be four best 50 freestylers. And we were thinking, man, it'd be great if we could finish in the top five, at this meet. That's the sectional championships when there's 75 different teams that are coming from all over the region to swim in this. And we swam the relay. The boys did really well. Shout out to Colin Marks for his 21.0 relay split. It was pretty awesome. But anyway, what they were doing was at finals, they would throw the people up on the podium like almost immediately afterwards. And we didn't have top three on our radar. So our boys were off warming down, and I see them announcing the top three, and people are getting up on the podium, and I'm putting two and two together. I'm like, wait a minute, we might have been top three. And then I hear them announcing our name, and our boys are all the way over in the warm-up cool-down pool. And so I'm like shuffling along, trying not to slip on the pool deck and be like, boys, they're calling your name. You need to get up there right now. So a couple boys were able to scramble and get up there at the last second and earn their recognition before they moved on to the next relay. But it just shows you, that we were just, to get top three at sectionals is pretty amazing. And we thought we were going to be really good, and we were even better than we thought. So good job, boys. Congrats if you made it to the podium in time. And then let's give another congrats and a shout out to a young lady named Chloe Jepson. Chloe is an absolute sweetheart. If you have a second to get to know her, you'll find that out instantly. But I didn't even know about this until after the fact. But I had a coach from the D.C. area who I'd never met before, and he came up and just said, "Are you the swim RBA coach?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "One of your girls really saved the day for my swimmers." And it turns out that I think a girl's goggles had broken, or maybe I think they broke like behind the blocks, and the girl was in a panic, and Chloe just, without even thinking, ripped her goggles off and gave them to the girl, not even knowing if she would ever see her goggles again. And eventually the coach ended up making her way back and the goggles back and got back to us. But Chloe, you didn't even hesitate. You didn't even think twice. You just ripped the goggles off your head, and the girl ended up going her best time. And it was a really awesome moment for her and an awesome moment for Chloe. So keep doing stuff like that, because that's exactly what we're all about, is trying to be as selfless as possible and helping others swim well. So anyway, it was an awesome weekend. Hopefully we'll have even more cool stories to share from our Elite Championship meets in the future. Until then, we'll catch you next time.